Hello dear traders, let us review the major economic events of the past week. US dollar index has reached the low of last January but rebounded last week. US stock market indices ended lower for a second straight week. On Monday, the April manufacturing PMIs came out in US and China worse than expected. On one hand, the same indicator in Germany rose to the 3-month high of 51.8 points, which supported the euro against the US dollar. As yen continued strengthening, the US dollar index edged lower. Stock market indices shrugged off the weak macroeconomic data. Thomson Reuters and other news agencies released the new forecast of lower total earnings of S&P 500 components in first quarter of 2016 at minus 5.7%. On Tuesday, US dollar index slumped to the lowest since January 2015, but later rebounded and closed the day higher. No significant US data were released. The dollar fluctuated in response to external factors. On May 3, the Japanese yen reached the 18-month high against the US dollar after the Bank of Japan decided against immediate further monetary easing at its meeting on April 28. After that, several Japanese officials emphasized the excessive strengthening of the yen and the rate made a U-turn. As a result, the US dollar ended the day higher. US stocks declined on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday, managing to advance only on Friday. Market participants were wary of negative US labor market data for April. On Wednesday, the ADP agency data came out showing the minimum monthly increase of payrolls in 3 years. No significant economic data came out in US on Thursday. On Friday, the official April payrolls came out showing the number at 160,000, far below expectations. Nevertheless, the data for February and March were revised upwards by 19,000, which compensated for weak data and partly calmed investors. As a result, the total payrolls increase was the lowest in 7 months but not 3 years. US stock markets indices corrected upwards on Friday but ended the week almost 1% lower. Relatively weak US payrolls altered investors' expectations of possible interest rate hike. The move is anticipated no sooner than in September. This week, significant economic data will come out in US only on Friday. The retail sales for April and consumer confidence index by Michigan University for May. The first quarter of 2016 earnings season is coming to an end in US. Only 15% of S&P 500 components have not reported their earnings yet. This was all for the week. Happy trading. See you next week.